Hey, out-of-body explorers. Today we're going to talk about your past lives through your out-of-body experiences and how you really need to keep blessing them and be in gratitude about them, because God's trying to make you remember those lifetimes and to forgive yourself and to actually be in gratitude. So I talk a lot about my past lives, and some of them were part of me being in the military. Well, I don't know. I believe everybody was in the military because it was such a interesting time in the past. So a couple of my videos are about Black Hawk Down and how they came down to rescue me and bring me back into the mission. And there was also another one called Star Wars, where I was in another mission in the water pods that they created a commercial about, which blew me away because I was practically in that commercial. But now I've done these videos a while back. They're just coming into the system right now. Now back to one of the messages. Now I'm going to put the pieces together, and just as a reminder, I'm not here attacking the people that I'm talking about. I'm just explaining who is in these situations, and then you must do your homework or get your gut instinct and feel like, maybe we are not steered correctly in all these situations. So you know how information, fake news. All right, so now here's where it began. I saw this man's face. And so if you don't know who he is, it starts off the whole conversation. So this man, General Steven Kwast, or Lieutenant General Steven Kwast, he was on a podcast, Sean Ryan, ex-military person, CIA, you name it. Of course, they've got millions of followers. Of course they would have that. Not me, I'm just a little person, and real. So anyway, so he now on the podcast, General Steven Kwast, see the picture? See the emblem on the side? That's right. That emblem, here it is again, Vigilance Elite. That emblem looks like this emblem, correct? Good, because when they put their faces on the podcast and half of them are like this, I think we should know that they are not giving you the full message. That full message is 80-20, 80% of the truth and 20% of what they have to continue with the narrative. So, but that's part of the system that they're in. But now the most important message about this is how it's occurring now. And this was a video a year ago, but this man told you, General Kwast, to watch the movie or the show or the novel, The Three-Body Problem, which was going to be on Netflix. The original novel is called Remembrance of Earth's Past. It was a novel written by a Chinese man named Liu Cixin. He now writes this novel and he speaks about this technology and how these systems are in these dimensions, almost like a computer world. I mean, you really need to see what I'm talking about, because the bottom line to this show is that these scientists have outed themselves, or they were missing, and then suddenly they were dead in the show. And so what do you think's happening right now? They spoke about these two situations. They already set this up for this to happen already. Well, according to the Three-Body Problem, is connected to this other alien race. And so when you start to listen and watch all these things develop, you're gonna have to realize that we basically have to learn all these things on our own and only take certain amounts of this information. Now, what I love about the Three-Body Problem is it does make you think. And the way Netflix did it, it was more entertaining. There is a 30-episode version on Amazon, right? Pure Chinese. So it's a little difficult to understand, but you got to take time watching it. But overall, my message is this. The government's always going to explain to you little by little what you think you could take, but they are on a propaganda mission. So you really need to work on your own experiences. And this is why I really believe that having these dream states and having these out-of-body experiences are awesome, because you get it straight up from God. And that's how I'm working the system. And that's how I listen to what I get those messages. And so for today, like I said, I am not taking anything away from any of these people, but I want you to know where they come from. They are not coming from what you think they're coming from. They're coming from a propaganda situation. And this week I watched these great videos on how the Doors were not even really who they are, because it's set off 10 years before that propaganda. Just like in this situation, This stuff has been propagandized for a while, and now they're pushing this agenda. But I already know, because of my past life in my military situation, these people are definitely here to steer you in one direction. We just have to break out of that direction and make sure that we are connected to the correct people. And that's why journaling your own experiences connects you to God. God's telling you to correct these timelines so that your life could be exactly on the path. I'm going to put all these videos and all these articles in my description, but don't forget to look at this video. I'll see you next week. Press like and subscribe, and I will see you then.